Okay, so today we will talk about rational equations. Okay, so rational equations is the third place that we need LCD. Okay, we need LCD. So the first place we have addition, subtraction, right? So add or subtract. So we have 1 over x plus 1 over x plus 1. Okay, plus 1. So LCD, this is the linear factors of all different denominators, right? So we got x times x plus 1. Okay, so let's put it here. LCD is the product of all different linear factors of denominators. Okay, of denominators. So linear factors of denominators. So for this, the example is x and x plus 1. So LCD is x times x plus 1. Okay, and then the next step is everybody multiplied by LCD. Okay, and then you get a new expression, right? And then you get a new expression. So here we need to change everybody to the LCD, right? Change everybody to the LCD. So let's go back a little bit. So 1 over x plus 1 over x plus 1. So we will change this to LCD x times x plus 1. So here is x plus 1 over x plus 1. Here is x over x. Okay, then we have this LCD on the bottom for both fractions. Okay, for both fractions. And then you can add or subtract on top. Okay, on top. So this is the first place. When you add or subtract, we need LCD. So the second place is our last lecture is complex rational expressions. Okay, complex rational expressions. So here we will need LCD again, right? So let's say 1 over x. I still use the same first example as numerator, and denominator, let's put it 1 over x minus 1 plus 1 over x squared minus 1. Okay, x squared minus 1. So this whole thing is a complicated, complex rational expression. Okay, so what's the LCD? We need only linear factors. Okay, linear factors. So we have to factor this degree 2 denominator. So it's x minus 1, x plus 1. Okay, x plus 1. So now from the top we got two linear factors, x and x plus 1. From the bottom we got x minus 1 and x plus 1. But we already have x minus 1 from the top. So we only need x minus 1. Okay, so this is the all different linear factors of all denominators on top and bottom. So LCD is x times x plus 1 times x minus 1. Okay, so the next step, everybody times LCD to cancel denominators. Okay, so I will just simply write down the next step like this. LCD times 1 over x, x plus 1 times this LCD, divided by 1 over x minus 1 times LCD plus 1 over x minus 1 times x plus 1 times LCD. And then all denominators will be cancelled. You can continue. Okay, you can continue. So that's the second case that we need LCD. Okay, we need LCD. And today we will learn a new case. Okay, a new case is an equation. Okay, is an equation. So we just simply change the first question a little bit. Then we got an equation. Let's say here we got is equal to 2. Okay, is equal to 2. 1 over x plus 1 over x plus 1 is equal to 2. Okay, is equal to 2. So our first step is the same. We need LCD. Okay, what's the LCD? Is the denominators, linear factors of denominators. So it's still x times x plus 1. So what's next? Just like the middle case, complex rational expressions, everybody in the equation multiplied by LCD. Okay, so LCD times 1 over x plus LCD times 1 over x plus 1 is 2 times LCD. Okay, 2 times LCD. Okay, then all denominators will be cancelled. We got a new quadratic equation. We can use quadratic formula to solve that, or we can factor to solve that. Okay, to solve that. So now let's delete the first two cases and then start this again, right? Start this again. 1 over x plus 1 over x plus 1 is 2. Okay, is 2. So step 1, LCD is x times x plus 1. Okay, product of linear factors in the denominator. Okay, and then everybody multiplied by this LCD. So let's change the color. So x times x plus 1 multiplied by 1 over x plus 1 over x plus 1 times this LCD x plus 1, and then equals 2 times this LCD x times x plus 1. Okay, x plus 1. So now let's cancel common factors on top and bottom. X cancelled, x plus 1 cancelled. So what's on the left is x plus 1 times 1. So it's x plus 1. 1 times x, so it's x. On the other side, we have 2x times x, 2x squared. 2x times 1, 2x. Okay, 2x. So now we move everybody to the left. So minus 2x minus 1 minus 2x minus 1. Then we got a new equation. So everybody on the left canceled, 0. And then we got 2x squared. They canceled, minus 1. Okay, so now you can use quadratic formula, or you can use, so let's put step 2 here, multiplied by LCD, right? Step 3, solve the quadratic equation. Okay, we only know how to solve quadratic equation, so the last step, solve this quadratic equation. But this is a special case. Okay, we can use square root to find it, right? So 1 is 2x squared divided by 2. We got 1 over 2 is x squared, so take square root, right? Take square root. So x1 is square root of 1 over 2, and x2 is negative square root of 1 over 2. Okay, 1 over 2. Okay, yeah, so this is the 3 steps to solve it. Okay, to solve it, and then we have to check it. Okay, we have to check the solution, just like the radical equation. We have to check the solution. Okay, we have to check the solution. Okay, we have to check the solution. So, but now here is easier. We just need to check denominator is not 0. Okay, denominator is not 0, because if denominator is 0, the fraction is not defined. Okay, denominator is not defined. So x is not 0, x is not negative 1. Okay, it's not negative 1. So our solutions are not 0 and not negative 1. So they are the solutions of the rational equation. Okay, of the rational equation. Okay, so let's have 2 more examples. Okay, 2 more examples. Okay, so our next example is 3 over x plus 6 plus 1 over x minus 2 is 4 over x squared plus 4x minus 12. Okay, minus 12. Okay, yeah. So first step, we still need LCD, right? LCD. So we have to factor this denominator because we need linear factors. Okay, linear factors. So now let's factor it. X squared plus 4x plus 12. So we need s and t. S times t minus 12, sorry. S times t is negative 12, and s plus t is 4. Okay, is 4. So possibilities for negative 12. Negative 1, 12, right? Negative 2, 6. And negative 3, 4, right? Negative 6, 2, negative 12, 1. So this is the list of possible product for negative 12. So what's the sum? Okay, what's the sum? So here the sum, negative 1 plus 12 is 11. So this is wrong. Here the sum, negative 2 plus 6, this is 4. So that's the answer, right? That's the answer. Okay, yeah, so now let's rewrite it. 3 over x plus 6 plus 1 over x minus 2 is 4 over s is negative 2, t is 6. So this is x minus 2 times x plus 6. Okay, x plus 6. So now what's the LCD? Okay, what's the LCD? So LCD is the product of different linear factors. So it's x minus 2 times x plus 6. Okay, yeah. So after you factored the denominator on the right hand side, you got exactly the same linear factors, x minus 2 and x plus 6. So that's the LCD. Okay, that's the LCD. So next step, everybody multiplied by LCD, right? Okay, yeah, so let's write it down. So we got x minus 2, x minus 6, 3 over plus 6, x plus 6, plus 1 over x minus 2, x minus 2, x plus 6. And then the other side, 4 over x minus 2, x plus 2, times the same thing, x minus 2, x plus 6. Okay, plus 6. Cancel factors, so they cancelled. X minus 2 cancelled, x plus 6 cancelled. So after multiply by LCD, all the denominator cancelled. So we have 3 times x minus 2 plus 1 times x plus 6 is 4. Okay, all denominator cancelled on the right hand side. Okay, on the right hand side. So now distribution, 3x minus 6 plus x plus 6 is 4, so 4x is 4, x is 1. Okay, x is 1. And then we have to check whether number 1 make denominator 0. 1 plus 6, no. 1 minus 2, no. So that's the right answer. Okay, so check it. But we only need to check denominator is not 0. Okay, it's not 0. So that's our second example. Okay, that's our second example. Okay, yeah. So factor and then find LCD and multiply by LCD. So let's do this one more time. Okay, let's do this one more time. So let's look at a new example. 1 over x plus 1 is 2 over x squared minus 1 minus 1 over x minus 1. Okay, yeah, so now still we factor this denominator because we need linear factors, right? Linear factors on the bottom. And this one is a squared minus b squared, right? So this is x plus 1 times x minus 1. Okay, yeah. And then what's LCD? So LCD is different linear factors on the bottom. So it's x plus 1 times x minus 1. Okay, so LCD is the most important thing for this chapter. Okay, for this chapter. So now everybody multiply by LCD. Okay, so LCD times this, LCD times that, LCD times the last term. Okay, so let's write it down. X plus 1, x minus 1, 1 over x plus 1 is 2 times x plus 1, x minus 1 times x plus 1 times x minus 1 minus 1 over x minus 1 times this product, LCD, right? So now cancel denominators, okay? Cancel denominators. So we use LCD to cancel all denominators. Okay, yeah. So this cancelled, both of them. This x minus 1 cancelled. So we got x minus 1 times 1 is 2 minus 1 times x plus 1. Okay, x plus 1. So x minus 1 is 2 minus x minus 1. Okay? Yeah. So this is x minus 1 is negative x plus 1. So plus 1 plus 1 plus x plus x. So we got 1 cancelled here, 2x, x cancelled here is 2. So divide by 2, x is 1. Okay, x is 1. But now we have to check it. Check denominator. Is not equal to 0. Okay, so for x is equal to 1, this is the problem. Denominator is 0. Okay, is 0. So we have to drop this solution. Okay, drop this solution. So for the quadratic equation, for the linear equation, we got a solution x is equal to 1, but this rational equation has no solution because denominator is 1 for this value. Okay, for this value. Okay, so this is the examples for the rational equations. Okay, rational equations. So just like radical equations, you have to check it in the end. Okay, check it in the end to make sure denominator is not 0. Okay, it's not